Standardized testing is coming up, and there are several things that we as parents can do to help prepare our children, for that big moment, whether it's things that you need to do, several weeks before, whether in the night before, as well as during the testing. And most importantly, how we can encourage our children to, to be all that they can be without having to feel overwhelmed with stress and worry, and not strive for perfection, and just be proud of who they are, because we as parents need to be their best cheerleader and advocate. There's several tips that parents can do in terms of helping their child the day before the test, and even actually a few weeks before the test, but particularly the day before as well as the day of the test. I'm a strong advocate of good vitamins, particularly omega-3s. I think good nutrition is really critical. Having a very fortified, nutritious breakfast that focuses on proteins is important, as well as taking snacks that are protein for kids related, whether it's cheese sticks or nuts or peanut butter. The other thing that it's critical to do is for children to get a very good restful sleep, and minimum of 8 hours. They really actually sometimes do better if they have more than 8 hours. So good rest, good nutrition. It's also very good to kind of keep the morning de-stressed of the day of the test, making sure that they have everything ready, that they actually get there a little bit early, they got their supplies ready, whether it's a calculator with fresh batteries or sharpened pencils, but just anything to take off any kind of other type of worry. There can definitely be distractions in the classrooms, but I think the first thing you have to do is you have to kind of prepare your child that there may be those distractions, and if there are those distractions, what can they do? I actually know of 2 teachers that have told their students that if there's something that's distracting them, to please raise their hand and go request, for the teacher's help with regard to eliminating the distraction or removing themselves. The other thing too, if it's something that's really minor, teaching them to focus in on something that's on their desk, and doing that mental imagery and the deep breathing would be very easy to do at that moment, and just finding ways that they can mentally ignore the noise. Every human being is created with strengths and weaknesses, and it's really critical for us to recognize what our children's strengths are and help foster and develop and build those strengths, and help them to feel more empowered and to increase their self-confidence based upon those strengths.